ioEther. I got this.
Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back. This time I showed you guys a little bit of Civ 5 on the channel, and I have something like 300 hours into Civ 5, and so of course as soon as Civ 6 came out I couldn't help but buy it, and so I figured why not, I'd record some of it for you guys. Now I haven't played any. This is as far into the game as I got. I watched the movie at the start. I messed around a little bit with the settings to hopefully make sure it was as good as it could be, and I kind of set this game up a little bit, but have yet to pick a leader. There's a lot. There's so many different people I want to play. I know I want to play England at some point, because I always end up playing England in any game where I can. That's back from the EU4, yeah, totally EU4. Age of Empires Day is where that need to play England comes from. I know I want to play Japan because, well, Japan's awesome, but I think for the first one I'm gonna start with Gilgamesh, a character who may or may not be real, but is obviously real for this game. And so our abilities are epic quests. When I capture a barbarian outpost, I receive a tribal village reward in addition to the usual gold, and pay half as much cost to levy state units. So that's pretty cool. That should make the Euro game interestingly powerful. So Adventures of Enkidu? Yeah, sure. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Me and pronunciations are epic, as you all know. So I may declare war on anyone at war with, I may declare war on anyone at war with their allies without warmonger penalties. Oh. So somebody goes to war with one of my allies, I can kill them as a whole, defense of allies kind of thing, without incurring any kind of warmonger penalties as far as everyone else is concerned. That's cool. When at war with a common foe, they and their allies share pillage rewards and share combat experience if gained within 5 tiles. That's interesting. It's a little odd, but it's interesting. So I wonder if that just... So if I have 2 units within 5 tiles of each other, does that mean that they both split the experience, or that it basically doubles the experience? I don't know, we'll have to mess around with that and see what happens. War Cart, Sumerian, unique unit, ancient era, stronger than any other starting units, no penalties against anti-cav units, and 4 movements if it starts on open terrain. Ooh. And Ziggurat unlocks the builder ability to construct a ziggurat unique to Sumeria, plus 2 science, plus 1 culture if next to river, and it can't be built on hills. That's interesting. So yeah, we're gonna go with Gilgamesh, and we're gonna rock and roll.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. Much rests upon your shoulders, King Gilgamesh. Your own people, and many people of the world, look to you as a leader. But you are more than a mere man, and the weight of the world will never cause you to waver. Encourage the people of Sumer to settle the fertile lands along rivers, and be sure to choose your allies carefully, for there will be many vying for a piece of your strength. Venture forth, for it is time to begin your epic tale.
Cool. So, I love the intro. I love the, I mean, it's Civ, right? I get the feeling that first paragraph there, though, is going to get really annoying if I play this more than like 3 times. Considering how many hours I put into Civ 5, I'm going to play this more than 3 times. So that first paragraph is going to get really irritating at some point in time. But that's okay. Now it is taking longer than I expected for it to load. That might be because I turned all the settings up to Ultra. Just to see what would happen. So we'll see. I may have overburdened my computer. Oh, no. Apparently it... there we go. We can start game.
Greetings, my liege. As your personal advisor, I am
Told
qualified
you
to assist you in
I'm
all
new to
matters
Civ
related
6. Go away. Oh. How do I... I'm gonna spend a few moments doing nothing as I try and figure out what the heck is going on. Map options? Ah, yes, that's the one I want. I don't need the grid. I do want the yield, so... Okay, so can... Ah! Okay, I'm gonna have to rebind that. So, I was sitting here trying to use WASD to move the map around, but no, it's the arrow keys still, like Civ 5. But it's Civ 6, so you can remap the keys, and I will do that off camera. I'll definitely remap the keys because I'm not doing this crap anymore. I spent 300 hours or so of Civ 5 doing this whole stupid arrows on the keyboard crap because I couldn't rebind my keys on Civ 5 without actually doing coding, which I didn't want to do because I didn't want to mess up the game. But anyways, so I'm definitely not going to do it here. I don't think I want to start off here. The reason for that is that... Is this marsh? It is marsh. As much as I'd be on a river in this town, which would be amazing, it's gonna eradicate the forest, the woods, to put the city here. I guess I could put it there and be on the coast, but in Civ 6 you don't actually need to settle your city on a coast to have it effectively on a coast. I'm thinking about putting it here. Let's see. Salt. That is stone. I don't actually care about that. Is that? No, it's just woods. Okay. I don't like the fact that I can't see the movements before it actually happens. That I just have to click on somewhere and like hope that my guy moves where I want him to move. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and pick up some tech, and as always, I'm gonna actually open up the tech tree so I have a better view over all of what I want instead of what's just right in front of me. So there's a legend over here which is really nice, and I do quite like that quite a bit. Before I actually pick which tech I want, though, I'm probably gonna end up with mining. But before that, I do want to show you. So each of these techs has a this little line right next to it, which looks like it fills up half of it. And so what that does is, if you fulfill this like quest at the bottom, it gives you a research boost. So if I found a city on a coast, which I could do right now actually, I get the boost for sailing, and that will give me access to this stuff, which would make my cities better. Or if I find an actual wonder, then I get a boost to astrology, and then I get easier access to these things. And some of these are really quite easy to do, like, Civ, farm a resource, that kind of stuff. So wait, does this not? Oh, it does. It just I have to... It's actually moving the map. Okay, it's a little weird. Anyways, so like, but like up here, where is it? It's probably a different tech tree. I'm totally like, so build 3 specialty districts. That's going to take a long time. And so I'm not gonna get that particularly fast. So everything's, but I mean, these 3 at the start, you can't get a boost to get them going. You have to just do the 25 science. So we're probably gonna end up with mining as our first one, so we can start improving that stone. Build a quarry on stone, marble, or gypsum, and hills. We could build a granite. Let's do housing. That'd be pretty good. Can I not see this? No, apparently I can't see that map view. That's awesome. Thanks. So very helpful. Okay, whatever. So this is the civics tech tree, which is, if you've ever played anything of Civ 5, there was policies you could get, social policies and that stuff. This is effectively the same thing, except in different versions. So we start off with Code of Laws, and it will be the first thing we start researching as soon as we actually found the city and get some culture going. This will start happening, and then again, like the tech tree that we just talked about, we can get boosts if we fulfill certain quests, objectives or whatever, right? And so something like meet 3 save states. That's not bad. That's not amazingly easy, but it's not half bad. Build a wonder. That might not happen. Depending on the wonders we have available and what we decide we want, we might not end up going for a wonder. Okay. Yeah, I think that's everything I need to talk about right now. So let's just end this turn. And, hopefully get, like, 2 or 3 turns done this video. Okay, so can I see? There's gotta be a way. Aha, that's what I want to see. So the red areas are impossible for me to settle there. These green areas are really great spots for me to settle. The grayish areas are spots to settle. And then there's another color that I can't actually see right now, but I think there's another color for like spots that you really should not settle unless you are, determined to kill your own citizens, kind of thing, right? Let's see what this does. Nothing. And this does. Oh, this is the continent we're on. Shows you pill. Okay. Government, nothing, and okay. So some of these do nothing. All of these do nothing right now. Okay, so we're gonna settle. Found a city. Ooh. So now it's gonna take 15 turns and 9 turns. And what we're gonna do right now. Where it needs, or can I not queue? Can I seriously not queue things up? Or maybe I have to select something first? Oh, it's building a scout. Cool. 10 turns till it completes a scout. What are you doing? Is that... How do I... Oh, there's that. Okay. So apparently there is no queue. Well, As soon as that gets modded in, I'm gonna have to grab that. I can't really imagine playing this game without a queue. There must be a queue. Maybe I'm just blind. I'm gonna assume I'm blind, and that it really wouldn't do something as silly as not put a queue in.
The Pantanal is the most complex intertropical alluvial plain of the planet, and perhaps the least known area of the world.
Cool. I found a what's it called? A natural wonder. Cool. How do I get out of this? Apparently I have to click up there. Okay, cool. So we completed the quest for astrology. We got the boost, and that's half of it done already. So when we get along to astrology, instead of taking whatever amount of turns it was going to take, it's only half that, which would be awesome. I must say, I really do like this old-fashioned map view that you get for stuff that's outside of, that's in the fog of war. That is beautiful. I really like that. Culture up here, huh? A ton of culture. I don't know if I should I don't really want to settle up there because of the fact that, well, Tundra isn't very good, but oh well. What are we working? We're working that, which I understand 4 turns until growth. If I work this, it's 7 turns. Ugh. And if I work this, it's 14. So yeah, we'll keep it on that. I'll change it to that. So this is telling the city what I want them to focus on. So food and production equally. It's not how it's going to end up doing, but for now, it's fine. I found a natural wonder. That is awesome. Yeah. So we're just going to hit the next turn. And just go wandering down. Oh, quick and hold shows me how far he's going to move. Oh, okay. That's good, I guess. I should have done something with that guy, but anyways. So, we want that. It's called a tribal village, but it's also known as a goodie hut because there's goodie. It's huts and there's goodies in there. So let's go get them. I guess that's it for that turn. That was a really these turns at the start of the game end up going really fast. So what I wanted to mention before is in Civ 5. As long as you had 1 movement left, it was always possible to move into a train. So our warrior has 2 movement, so he can go across the plains anywhere he wants to. These hills will cost 2 movements, so he would, it'd be all his movement to get up there. However, in Civ 5, what you used to be able to do was if say this was a hill, you could go 1 across the plains and you have 1 movement left. That's enough to get you up onto the hill. In Civ 6, they've taken that out, so you can't do that anymore. That's why I can't get to this hill. It costs 2 movement. I can go 1 into the plains, and then I can go 1 more up here. I'm not going to be able to do this. Or that for that matter. And so we're just going to move down here. And we're going to see some sheep and some copper. Copper is a bonus resource in this one. It used to be a luxury resource. Salt is still luxury. That's good. That's at least 1 luxury resource we got within. It's almost within the city's reach right now. And then of course the furs, which are also still within city reach when we get there. And so I think that is a good place to end off for this episode. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. This is ioEther out.